The Sherman and Tingle Show. Mornings on 97.1 FM The Drive, Chicago's classic rock.
None of us would ever do this show. There's these two guys that are going to be on the show tonight. It's on the History Channel. It's called Kings of Pain.
It's ridiculous, but you got to admit, they're doing it for the people.
They get bit by some of the world's most dangerous animals for the show.
And deadliest.
Yeah, there's two guys, Adam Thorne, and then the guy that we have on the line right now, Rob Alleva. He's on the line. Good morning.
What's going on? How you doing?
We're doing great, though. I guess the main question we have is why?
That's a damn good question, man.
I'm sure that's a common question for you.
Yeah, very much. Over the years, we got a little bit curious about, I wonder what would happen if this thing bit me. And once or twice, we let stuff bite us to see what would happen. And that sort of morphed into a morbid curiosity.
Well, most people wouldn't want to know what that pain is. For some reason, you guys do.
Hey, listen, it's good, though. It helps us know what it feels like.
I know.
People do get stung accidentally, so it would be good to have a guide. Like, hey, better Google what Kings of Pain did when they got stung by this thing, because the pain's about to kick in. So we're hoping it's useful.
I'm looking at this list, Rob, and you have been bit or stung by so many creatures. What all have you been bit by?
Oh, man, we've done everything from Nile monitors to piranhas to cow killers to warrior wasp. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Centipedes, tarantulas. I don't want to talk about the centipedes, man. Those are a nightmare.
Explain. Why is that a nightmare?
I always heard, the bites aren't that bad. It's like a wasp or a bee.
Okay.
Whoever said that is insane, because the species we did was a giant Asian centipede. Had me vomiting. I've never seen Adam just sit quietly. He's Australian, and so those guys like to talk. He sat quietly for about 5 hours. It was just brutal.
Oh, wow.
And then you're like, well, you know what? We should do this for a living. Let's go get bit a whole bunch of times, and then we'll put it on the History Channel.
Hey, Rob, take a bite of this centipede right here. Let him bite you right down there.
Hey, that's not bad. You could do a stunt double for him.
Hey, are your parents still around at all?
They are. I don't know how, after all the hell I put them through, but...
I was going to say, my mom would be smacking me in the head. What is wrong with you?
I think she gave up years ago.
Okay, Rob, how about this? When are you going to take one for the team and do a rattlesnake?
There's no way in hell we'll ever do a rattlesnake. But
Hey,
that
you
being
wanna kill
said, I can tell you a little bit about rattlesnake bites. And this is not something I'm proud of. This is like a bad day in the office. I was filming a rattlesnake den site, and I'm pulling some grass up that's in front of my shot. And I knew better. I was like, I feel like I'm too close to something. And then out from underneath the rock where you couldn't even see it, a rattlesnake struck. And that thing nailed me on my left hand. And I was like, man, you're going to have a bad day. And long story short, if there hadn't been a fire truck out there in the middle of nowhere doing some fire drills, I don't know if I'd be here today.
No kidding. What did the actual bite feel like? The actual, teeth penetration?
Yeah, well, I jumped about 10 feet in the air, almost landed on some other rattlesnakes. And I looked at my hand like, no. And I tried to call on my cell phone. I had no cell service. And then my lips started tingling within seconds. I was like, that's a bad sign.
Oh, my God.
Within 10 minutes, you ever do like a big shot of tequila or something and like you can feel it hit you?
Yeah.
Well, I felt it hit my entire body. My eyes everything got super bright. And then my legs got paralyzed. And then my face. I was trying to text my girlfriend at the time. And I would look at the screen on my phone and it'd be just gibberish.
I'm panicking right
It
now.
completely takes over your body. But, long story short, 7 days in the hospital, 30 vials of antivenin, a $500,000 bill.
Oh.
It's just not something you want to mess around with. I learned a lesson, and so I'm hoping when people watch the show, they'll learn a lesson, too, about not taking stupid risks.
Yeah, the promo for your show should just be, will Rob die this week? Find out on the History Channel tonight. Well, this is going to be a great show. It kicks off tonight, November 12th, 8 o'clock here in Chicago. Rob Alleva, and, of course, your co-host is also on the show, Adam Thorne, Kings of Pain. Best of luck not dying.
You're a real man, Rob.
All right, thank you, guys. Have a good one.
The Sherman and Tingle Show. Mornings on 97.1 FM The Drive, Chicago's classic rock.